What up? What up? What up? What up? Everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. No, for real, welcome back. We're here to discuss the part one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion for season 15, child. Yes, it is going to be a show enough dragon that will be taking place on this good old day. All right. And then also too, and listen, if I happen to drag your fave a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. We still can be cool. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't really know these people, but um, we gonna get into it. That for sure. All right. Um, so y'all see there are two people in particular, actually three people that I did not put on this thumbnail in particularly because I was trying to figure out what their storyline was, right? Not that everybody on here had a storyline, but I'm just saying them other three, they just didn't they didn't do nothing worth me having to put them on the thumbnail. Let's put it that way, okay? So anyway, flop props and receipts, baby. Flop props and receipts because the receipts was flopping and so was the props. So we most definitely gonna have to get into it. I know we touched on it a little bit earlier today, but honey, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Um, what's going on to everybody that's just coming up in the chat? We're gonna do something a little different today as well. I'm gonna drop the link after I get done doing what I got to do with these ladies. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna be straight up and honest with y'all. I ain't take no notes for the reunion, so everything gonna come off the dome. Okay. Um, but I am gonna drop the link a little bit after I get my little dragon out and stuff like that, just to hear what y'all got to say. Cause I know y'all got some dragons in your spirit, you know what I'm saying? And if you just not at work and you just at home chilling, waiting for the food, the ribs to get ready, waiting for Uncle Bubba to put the barbecue sauce on the chicken wings and chicken legs, baby. You got your little time. Aunt Pat is over there making the potato salad and stuff like that. Child, let me tell y'all something. When I went to the grocery store yesterday, I was really shocked that the baking goods was gone. I said, when y'all start making sweet potato pies and stuff for Labor Day, y'all better quit playing with me. Why is all the baked good stuff is gone? Stuff that you got to do to bake now. I said, this is the of the devil. But anyway, if you have time, I would definitely love to hear what everyone has to say. I do have one rule, that one rule is we will be respectful with our opinion because at the end of the day, we don't really know these people. You know what I'm saying? But some of our opinions I can get and I can understand that they may get a little passionate, but at the end of the day, we gotta respect each and every person's opinion. And I'm still trying to work on it because sometimes I get a little activated, and I'm probably gonna get a little activated today. Okay, that's just the real. But we're gonna talk about it. All right. Let me speak to y'all. I got manners. Hey, our Natty. Our Natty was the first one waiting to hear what's going on. What's going on, schoolboy? I definitely can't wait to hear what schoolboy got to say because she was showing out on Twitter yesterday, y'all. Louisiana chick, what's going on? What's going on, Mia? What's up, Miss Lewis? I see you made it big. Is it a rainbow? What's going on with you? What's up, Mia? Shout out to the mods. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Tracy? What's going on, via Speaks? Let's see who else up in here. Terry, what's going on? Um, Preach B, what's going on? That's short for Patricia, ain't it? Is that short for Patricia? I don't want to sound stupid or nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mama V? What's going on, Miss Vernita? Hey, Precious Jewel, how you doing? How you doing? We got four rules. Oh yeah, don't talk over each other, no cursing, no being respectful, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna be adults today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be adults. Priscilla. Okay, okay. Priscilla. I like that much better, baby. I like that much better, but much better, much better. I'm already bad with names. Did I speak to Mama V? If I didn't, I'm speaking again. It is good to have you guys here with me this evening, child. We're gonna chop it up. All right. So I want to start off. We gonna go on and get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um. So in the first part of the reunion, I mean, I really wasn't expecting for Sheree's package to be first, but Sheree's package was first. So Sheree gets the first drag and read of. You know what? I don't want to start with Sheree. Let me go down and give y'all what the ladies get. That's how I'm gonna do this. That's how I'm gonna do that. All right, so let's start with uh I'll start with Marlo. Because Marlo, no, I'll start with Sonia. Sonia gave the least. She gave nothing but mute. And the only time she spoke up is when she called Drew a liar yet again and said that Drew lied on her. My issue with this is, and I've said this time and time again, and I said this earlier. Drew did not lie on you, Sonya. You was being a cloud chaser. When we gonna speak up and say that her saying that calling Kenya and Candy from Mommy Nation was her clout chasing. That's what it is. You said and banged up on that table talking about your gold medals and stuff like that. Talking about you ain't got the clout chase off of Drew. That's not what she was saying. You was clout chasing off of Candy and Kenya, and that's just what that is, girl. You can stop pretending. Talking about you was trying to get to know them out of the best, but you wanted to buddy up with Marlo and Sheree, but you didn't invite them. You didn't invite them. So, girl, good, nice try. Talking about Candy and Kenya is who you connected with when you was in when y'all was in New York. Girl, hang it up. I'm over Sonya. I want you to go, Miss Mamas. We could have opened this reunion up with you talking about what took place because I don't wish that on nobody. I want to be clear about that. But girl, you not giving nothing, and they didn't, and you didn't give nothing in the trailer. You didn't get nothing last night. But that same old dry line that Drew is lying, girl. I am over it. What's up, Harold? What's going on? What's going on? Let's see who else up in here. Oh, that's it. That's it, right? Oh, Lady D, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, Sonya didn't give anything. That's all she gave. And I'm so irritated with her calling Drew a lie or saying that Drew is lying on her about that. That is not no lie. Because if we're gonna be real about it, that's what it was. Now, that's all Sonya gave. That's all I got on Sonya. Sonya can go. Uh, and I wish you nothing but a healthy pregnancy and a healthy what is do anybody know what she having? Regardless, I pray nothing but a healthy delivery. You know what I'm saying, and a healthy baby. Blessings to you, to Okay, now let's get into Marlo. All right, and so some of it is going to have Kenya involved. Some of it will have Drew involved. All right. So the question did come up. You guys remember when there was a scene where Marlo called Drew on the phone? She had just gotten off the phone with Sonya talking about how fake Drew was about the whole after Candace's performance at the winery or whatever. Um, she was saying how fake Drew was, and then you on the phone with Sonya, you get off of the phone with Sonya, you literally call Drew, and you had another call Drew fake when you was being fake because you mad at her for what? For what? And then you went into that whole body shaming thing, which is another thing I cannot stand from Marlo. And nobody want to call her out on it. Why did she have to say all of that stuff? First of all, Drew wasn't there. Let's be clear about it. So, and neither was Drew on the phone. So they give me very much weak. You really be trying it, Marlo. I'm just saying, you really be trying it. I did not like that. You ain't have to hang up and then want to talk shit. Girl, if you got something to say it while I'm still on the phone. That really right there. We don't even do that. So that little thing came up. It was very brief. They cut that out. They cut a lot of that conversation or whatever happened amongst that. They cut all of that out. From my understanding, from what I saw, from my viewpoint, they cut that out. Now, Marlo was allegedly okay. Now I want to be clear, and I said this last week, or I might have said it when when school board came on. We talked about the fact that before or while they were filming for season 14, it had already came out that Mark and or that Marlo was allegedly trying to contact Mark to get tea on Kenya. Okay, that was the alleged tea. Now gonna say alleged because I don't know that to be true. Now Kenya is saying that she subpoenaed. Now y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Kenya is not my favorite. I don't really stand for like yeah, Kenya's not really like my like favorite. It is what it is with Kenya. But my thing with Kenya, some of Kenya's reads fell flat, y'all. And you just gotta own it, Team Twirl. Some of Kenya's reads fell flat, and I don't know, but that subpoena, trying to get Marlo to go to court would have been epic TV, and it was a fail. Okay, and I'm not understanding. You didn't check twice that you actually had the real subpoena there, or what? I don't understand what that was supposed to be. But it fell flat, and I was disappointed in Kenya because it's not often Kenya fall flat with now Reed. So I was disappointed. I absolutely was. Um, Absolutely. And I said, you're right, schoolboy. I feel like it was a whole lot of props. It was a whole lot of rehearsed reads. It was a whole lot of failed receipts. I don't know, y'all. This reunion felt like the season very inauthentic. And I'm just being completely real. Very inauthentic. The way this reunion bounced around from question to question. We over talking to Kenya, asking Kenya about her divorce. Then we hop over here to Marlo and asking Marlo something. Then we hopping over here to Drew, asking Drew something, playing one of a piece from Drew's package. Then we over here playing a Drew something from Sheree's package. It just was a lot of rehearse, a lot of it didn't flow well to me, y'all. And I just gotta be honest. So that's the reason why I didn't take no notes. I didn't do any of that because I'm extremely disappointed in this. And the same goes for like Sheree. Y'all, Sheree tried to put on a big old show. Sheree really tried to sashay over there and get in Candy's face and or whoever's face she was like, girl, sit down. You ain't never done that at a reunion. Now let's think back from season 8 reunion when Kim Fields told Kenya to shut up. Okay. And y'all say, "Ooh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" You'd have stood up on me, Miss Mamas. We'd have had a problem. Sit down, girl. You're not proving nothing by sitting up talking shots and whatever it is. See, y'all see how easy it was for me to drift over to drag Sheree. Oh God. Oh my goodness. That wasn't supposed to be on purpose, but that was an easy. That's why I say Candy. Sheree is one good easy read, and then you could be done with her. Like one good easy read, and you'll be done with her. Period. One good, quick, easy read, and boom, we done. Marlo. What else was with Marlo that I didn't really understand? Or not that I didn't understand, but that I stood out to me. Oh, what also stood out to me with Marlo is I don't care what nobody say. Marlo was coaching. Marlo was definitely coaching Courtney. I believe Marlo and Ralph both tried to coach Courtney, and that also fell flat too. Because when I get to Courtney, y'all, there's absolutely going to be a dragging. I'm saving Courtney and Sheree for last. Okay. Kenya. Kenya. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Kenya, and I know this is key. Oh, let me address this because I know a lot of y'all been asking me, y'all been asking me, and so I'm gonna address it. Okay, I did see Millie Chun's video. Millie Chun is another content creator. I do support content creators. Let me just go ahead and say this. There are things that people do that I don't necessarily agree with whatsoever, right? Whether they are a content creator, subscribe, whatever they may be. I myself, I don't agree with what Millie Chun did, going down to Kenya's spot and taking or doing the video. I don't agree with it, right? And I want to make it very much so known that we still have a great relationship. But again, there are content creators that you might be really connected with that may do something or something, and you just not here for it, right? I just wasn't here for that because I feel like if Kenya's spa was actually open and it was available for appointments and such, then I could understand you going, wanting to support or whatever the case may be. But it definitely came off very like, uh, I gotta agree with the people. It kind of came off as like, mm, it could be seen as you trying to tear another black woman down, or you're trying to. I- It can be seen in multiple different ways, and I will say the most of what I saw yesterday was black women tearing other black women down, and I feel like again, although I just don't go up for that type of stuff. I had an issue when it was done to Destiny somewhat. Not talking about her business, but I'm saying, well, yeah, kind of taunting her business, knowing her business is closed, taunting her business, or taunting. I don't like that stuff. Really, to be honest, I didn't like it when Miss Black Titanic done it, and I don't care what y'all say. But I don't. You got to be extremely careful with the things that you do, and you can't just start doing this stuff and then state that you are an investigative reporter because it's almost like shitting on those people's real job. And that's facts. And y'all can take it how you would want to. I don't really care. But there are lines that you just don't cross. And I'm not okay with it when it comes from anybody. And so I made that a point to say that you just don't that's just something you just don't do. Going to Candy's restaurant during normal business hours is totally different. Going to all of that's like if you're doing that, that is totally different. But to literally do that stating that you are like an investigative reporter or that you doing investigative reporting journalist type stuff, it's not cool to the people who actually really do that for a living. And I'm just being completely honest. And some people aren't gonna like it, but that's just what it is, and that's just my opinion. You just have to be careful because it can always kind of look a certain type of way. And I just feel like again, we should never go that far. Like I really don't. I don't think we should go that far. So I don't know. Again, like I said, people may not agree, but I feel like if we can say that one did it and should not have done it, it goes for all people doing it. And it goes all the way across the board. And that's just real. Y'all gotta accept the truth when it comes to stuff like that. That's crossing boundaries that it just it just shouldn't have happened. Well, they were online arguing about what a soft opening was and different stuff like that, and it can mean different things in different types of industries. For the most part, uh, I feel like Kenya's Instagram page for her business is coming in the fall. The fall is not over. So we just again, we just gotta be careful. And I mark my word, I ain't never going that far. I'm not never going that far where I have to uh uh um I'm just not doing that. I'm not here for that. I've been to old lady gangs so many times. Actually, every time that I've been to Atlanta, I've probably eaten at old lady gang. And well, I ain't gonna tell that lie. But I've eaten old lady gang a lot, quite a bit. More, I'll tell you more than I can count on one hand for sure. So that's different. That's during opening hours. Even if I decided to do a blog on that, it's so much different than literally kind of scoping, knowing that it's not open for business at the particular time. If it's not open for business, you shouldn't do that. And to whoever disagrees, I mean, we can't agree with it being done with one person and disagree with it being done with somebody else. Let's that's just the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if it's your favor or not. Okay, so I wanted to address that because I know a lot of people, be asking and stuff like that, but it's different when you go into regular uh 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 business hours and stuff like that, and if it's open and things like that, right? Um so Candy responded because Millie Chun made the neighborhood talk. Candy responded, and then Kenya responded this morning, from my understanding. And yeah, I'll just say again, we just gotta be careful. And again, you can love these people. She did apologize. I will say that Millie Chun did apologize earlier today, and I always gotta be fair. I was getting ready to say that. I always have to be fair. She did apologize. She stated that she had no malicious intent, and all I can do from there is take that and hopefully she learned from this particular situation and she'll be able to move on. You know what I'm saying? I just, again, I don't condone it when it comes from anybody, whether I like you or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I just don't condone it. Okay. So that's just my take on it. This is just my take on it. And no disrespect, no love lost. uh it's just something I wouldn't do and that I don't agree with. All right. So, whew, got that out of the way. Now back to Kenya. Kenya did state that right now, and Candy said that this was going to air, but Kenya did state that they are building a second floor, so it's under construction, which makes sense because what she's saying is she didn't want to open it, make the decision to do the construction 6 months down the line after she opens, and then have to kind of close down because that's business that you losing when you can kind of do it in the beginning. So I totally understand and respect what she's doing with her salon. Okay. Um, I totally do. Right. So I wanted to say that Kenya talks about the her divorce with Mark. She brings up what we all saw in the blogs or heard in the blogs about Mark wanting to hold her in contempt of court for Marlo banging on or kicking on her door when they were in Birmingham. Now, Marlo, I will say Marlo's apology was trash. So I would have to agree with Kenya on that. That was kind of trash because it's kind of the way she was saying it. Like, it, it- Marlo, you're not that far off that you can just blankly say, "I'm sorry that that happened and Brooklyn was in a room," or something like that. Like it was just that simple, Marlo. I did not that answer was just kind of whack to me because I don't know if she understands the severity of being held in contempt of court. And that's why I really wasn't here for Kenya giving Andy a piece of blank piece of paper that was supposed to be a subpoena. How do you not know how do you not know that you don't have the right paper that has all of this information on it? How do you not know that? And you're trying to deliver a receipt. Now, Kenya, again, that fell flat. Absolutely, it fell flat. So did Candy hello to everybody coming in. Y'all hit that like button. Did Candy apologize for what she did? Or we'll get to that in a minute too, because I want this to be the last time I talk about that mess too. And yes, I said mess. Um where was I at? Okay, so Kenya, again, that whole subpoena situation, that could have been TV, epic TV, no lie. Had she done that and delivered that the right way, and Kenya know that. Kenya know that. Kenya not crazy. I don't know why she did that. I don't know. I don't know. There were several reads and several things that Kenya did that just kind of fell flat. And I was like, oh my God. I'm disappointed. This is just too, it just wasn't it for me, right? Okay, so we found out about that. Marlo, y'all know Kenya ain't really accept Marlo's whatever that was. Um, but Marlo says that she's most definitely ready to go to court because she ain't never uh contacted Mark. Now, again, this was tea that was delivered 2 years ago. Okay, so I again find it convenient that it came up at this particular reunion. But this was tea that had happened while they were filming or prior to the premiere of season 14. So we had already heard that's what Marlo was working on after coming off of the heels of the reunion from season 13. Okay. So I mean, okay. Now, again, I said this earlier in my live. I appreciate Kenya for bringing up the revenge P plot because it really goes to show who Sheree is. Because Sheree glossed over that. That ain't nothing you just gloss over, my dog. Um, and you can't say you ain't seen it, and you can't say you don't know about it. Because I know Martell done told you about it, or Martell done told you that it's in the news. And I'm pretty sure Martell tried to get ahead of the narrative, girl. Good luck. But anyway, um, Kenya and Candy should bow out gracefully. Woo. Listen, I Kenya gave me that she was so bored, she just didn't bring what I thought Kenya really could bring. So I just was over it. Okay, Sonya, that's okay that you support Millie Chun. No one is saying that we're not gonna support Millie Chun. See, this is the type of stuff right here. The way that you worded this comment, be careful with that type of stuff because no one is saying that we don't support Millie Chun, but I don't go up for certain things and we just gave our opinion about it. And we're not saying that we're not supporting her, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And when we another thing too, I want to bring clarity to. Let's bring clarity to this. Public figures are not, Kenya's shop is not open. It's not open. It doesn't say that it's open anywhere. So the same people that's doing that is the same people that were like, oh, Black Titanic, Stormy shouldn't have cussed Black Titanic out for going up there doing that. No, you got what you got because you had no business up here. Now, had that turned out to be the opposite way around, right? What would we then be saying? What if something like that ended up happening? Kenya just so happened to be there while they doing construction and come out trying to figure out what this lady is trying to do. It would be an issue. Y'all gotta understand right is right and wrong is wrong, and that's it. I still support Millie Chum. I just don't go up for it. Sheree has always known Martell wasn't ish from the beginning. Absolutely. They outgrew the I agree. I agree. and which is a positive thing. They don't need to be arguing with people that oh yeah, now that's a good way to that's a good way to think about that, mother of one. I agree with that. Yeah, I don't want nobody start no mess. Don't do that. I absolutely still support Millie Chun, but there are things, and I said this when I first started. See, because people they come in, they don't hear. They don't hear. So let me repeat myself again. There are certain content creators that I am really, really cool with, but that doesn't mean that everything that they do that I have to agree with, right? But I still support and I'm still good. Right? I still support them whenever they talk about something that I enjoy or whatever the case may be. I'm still gonna hit that like button. I'm still support it. It ain't that deep for me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep for me. I ain't choosing no sides. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and that's just what it is. But you ain't for to start no mess, no drama, no none of that stuff. Because I said what I said. Yeah, and you can support someone and still say, see, that's what you call support, though. That's what you call support, and that's what you call love. If you're not able to, and this goes to those of you who have public figures who are your faves. Understand that your faves could still be clocked and checked for when they wrong as well, y'all. People are human and people do wrong stuff. Whether you praise them or not, they do wrong stuff. Nobody in this lifestyle ever said that we weren't gonna ever make mistakes. No one ever said that we weren't gonna be wrong. And for people, when people, yeah, it's the stands. And when you try to make someone, when you try to make someone just this big old god, like, oh, they can do no wrong. I hate to tell you, but just like your mama or your daddy may have disappointed you, they can disappoint you too. Get out of here. I don't like that way of thinking though. I really don't. Can't say nothing about somebody you go up for. Hell, if they wrong, they wrong. Stormy wasn't wrong for going off, and luckily she wasn't. And this is another thing too, and this is why I say you always got to be careful too, because you never know what's on the other side of whatever that is you trying to go embark on. You never know what's on the other side of that, so you better be careful. You never know what's on the other side of whatever you trying to snoop to get or whatever that case may. You never know what's on the other side of that. Be careful. Just like listen again. I know that we are all human, and yes, we make mistakes, and yes, we do stuff that sometimes we just need to be called out on, and that's just what it is. So, with that being said, let me head on. I think I'm done with Kenya. Kenya, I like I said, was a little disappointing to me last night because some of her reads didn't land, her props didn't land, her receipts didn't land. Let's move on. Candy. I know some of y'all about to get mad. Some of y'all about to get mad. Some of y'all about to get mad, and it's okay. It is okay. It's okay. When it comes to Candy, I just wish she would have read Sheree for Phil. One good time. I mean, now that one comment about I wish you would. I forgot what it was. Now that was a funny read or whatever. But Sheree is really an easy read. You know what I'm saying? Sheree is an easy read. Um, thank you, Mills, for the super chat. People come for me all the time. They just don't find me. That's funny. What up, though, Mills? What up? What up? What up? Though? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Candy, Candy. Listen, we gonna get into this whole Drew thing, this whole Drew situation, and this alleged line about kissing Latoya. Right? I get Candy. Don't like nobody calling her no liar. Right? But I think at this particular point, it it's it's because this is what it caused, right? When we keep asking how everybody feel about it, and oh, I'm not lying, I'm not lying, I'm not lying, I'm not lying, I'm not lying. Then people go to changing up their story, they go to changing up this, they go to changing up that. And I feel like Candy just wasted a lot of time trying to prove that she didn't lie. And I think we know Candy ain't lie. So I feel like she wasted a lot of time trying to prove that she wasn't lying about Drew. Um, Going along with that gaslighting comment, I know that y'all go up to Candy, but I wasn't here for that gaslighting comment that she gave to Drew, saying that uh, uh in other words, people were saying even on Twitter that it seems like she was defending Ralph. And I wasn't here for that comment from Candy. I was not here for that comment from Candy. And I understand you upset. But again, you wasting too much time trying to prove that you did not lie about Drew kissing Latoya. So, I mean, that to me was just not like that wasn't cool. I get that she upset about that, but I think it was just that deep though. She stated that now she believes that she gaslights Ralph. Like I don't think that was a supporting comment for it wasn't a good comment in my opinion at all. It wasn't good. You could have took a dig, continue to take a dig at her like lying, but to bring what she's dealing with through her divorce up in a situation that don't really got to do with what we talking about, I don't really got mm-mm. That wasn't no cool comment in my opinion. Hey Sunshine, hey everybody coming in. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it wasn't necessarily. I mean, it wasn't necessary. It really wasn't. And a lot of people online was even saying the same thing. Like that comment just was not necessary. Um, but I'm also telling you like what the majority of Twitter is saying. It's like it was siding with Ralph's foolishness, right? Anyway, also, I found it interesting that Marlo again. Listen, this again, I feel like it was too much time spent on trying to prove if Drew kissed Ty. Now, Drew, this is for you, my good sis. I done told you. I done told you. I done told you. I done told you. Uh, Ty is fine. Okay. Yes, I said it. Y'all know how I feel about Ty. Ty Young. Y'all know how I feel about her. Okay. So, Drew, girl, if you had to clean it up, I would have just said, yeah, I picked her. And if you gonna make up something, I would have at least said, we got lit, and maybe she leaned in for a kiss, and maybe I don't know what you say. She leaned in for a kiss and then moved her face and or something. I don't know. But again, Ty is fine, and you don't got to lie, Craig, to kick you. You know what I'm saying? Drew just gonna tell the truth. You got, but I mean, I guess you're going through your divorce, and I guess people don't really understand why you lying and stuff like that, or why you allegedly lying, or why you allegedly might not be telling the truth or whatever. But it's okay, Drew. It's okay. Ooh, it's Ty we talking about. Why you think Mimi putting out the messages like she putting out the messages and stuff like that? We talking about Ty, baby. Ty, Ty, Ty. Y'all, I just want to meet Ty. Okay. I just want to meet Ty. ah, ah. I see Schoolboy Simply Elegant one trying to clown me. ah. Listen, y'all know Ty is just ooh. But my thing again is like Drew, I don't know. I would have just tried to clean it up some kind of way. I'm just saying I ain't condoning no lying or nothing, Drew. But I'm just saying I'd have just tried to clean it up some kind of way. Yes, I do want to meet Ty. Absolutely. I just want to give Ty just a one good hug, honey. Woo. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Pause. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Y'all keep playing with me. I'm gonna put a picture of Ty up here on this screen. Ty, that smile and that leg tattoo, baby, baby. Mm, mm, mm. I'm just saying, though, Drew, if that was the case, girl, you're not gonna get in trouble. It's time. Oof. But then again, Drew, girl, I think you trying to protect yourself. Cause maybe, Drew, Drew, come here, Drew, come here, girl. You had the opportunity to get with Ty and leave that damn Ralph alone, girl. Who the people would ask me, I'd be like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Me and Ty over here doing what we doing. Hell yeah. Oh God. Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. Okay, I think I'm done with talk about top right now. I think I'm done talking about top. I think I'm done talking about top. But Drew, girl, I don't understand. We got to do something about that. Something about that. It ain't that deep. You some nasty self. You trying to get that vitamin D and C purred. That part right there. Purred. Okay. um, but Drew. So let's get into Sheree and Candy back and forth, right? According to Candy, speak on it yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was really only watching the speak on it for one reason, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But she said in the speak on it that there was a lot of back and forth between her and Sheree, even when she called Sheree a low down gutter, or not gutter, but low down B word or something like that. She has said something like that. Candy has said. She said that Sheree has said some other stuff that got to that point. Now, I believe that this binder or whatever this thing is that Sheree tried to deliver on Candy was an epic fail, and a lot of y'all I saw going on Twitter was going up for it, and y'all is crazy if y'all going up for that. Girl, you wasted money to print what we could find online about Candy's restaurant, about them shoes, and about tags, and about all other stuff. You really decided to use some money that you could have spent to pay that designer that you did not pay. Okay, Rowan, whatever her name is, had to pay that man out of her pocket, and I absolutely believe that man. Because let me tell you something, Sheree. Andy gave you a good nasty read about you not paying your bills, and not one time did you ever address Andy reading you. But you had so much energy for Candy. I'm a little confused as to why you have so much energy for Candy. When girl, you should put that energy into that website that you got over there. Girl, do y'all know that she actually got a website for that She Buy News or whatever? Girl, you are dumb. You are dumb. Sheree is a flop, y'all. That's why I said Candy could have read her one good time with a good nasty read. And I promise she would have been done for. All this standing up, talking about shots and all this kind of stuff, and talking about her face. Girl, you still think it's okay. Then you want to have the nerve to say, when your face was swollen, when it wasn't swollen, and all this kind of stuff. Girl, the fact that your face was swollen means that you get these injections and stuff in your face. You decide to do it right before you call to come film, and then you out here looking stupid and getting mad because people clocking you on it. No, I'm not kidding. Let me go to Twitter right now and I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it. Although I really do wish I didn't have to do this, because what it's giving her is a click and a view on that domain she got over there, which I really don't care about. But I just want to go ahead and show y'all this flop because it's another flop. Hold up. Y'all, one thing about it is I am really shocked that Sheree has not blocked me on Twitter. Cause I goes in on Sheree. Oh my god, I goes in on Sheree. Okay, here we go. Let me wait. Okay, here it is. Let me share my screen. Hold up. It's 103 people in the room. You guys hit that like button as you come on up in here, please. Y'all know I'm gonna read Sheree down. You know I'm gonna read Sheree down. And this is to me again. This was poor. This was poor, and this was something that Andrew. I mean, what his name is, Anthony told you to do. Um, here you go. Sign up below for to get the full copy. I would never. I would never. I would never. The full copy is on the neighborhood talk, my dear. I would never, never. You got this up faster than you got your own Sheba Sheree that you were supposed to been working on for 14 years. And let me tell y'all something, Sheree. This is why Sheree is not smart whatsoever. Why would you not trademark way back in the day? Who gonna check me, boo? People been selling who gonna check me, boo t-shirts, cups, mugs, mouse pads, all kind of stuff, sweatshirts, and all kind of stuff for 19.99, 9.99, 2.99, and you got the nerve to sell it for $82, and you want to bring something that you didn't print it up like this, girl. If you don't go sit down somewhere and rethink this thing again, Anthony, girl, you're not helping her whatsoever. You're helping her look very much so stupid. Okay. I want to let you know that now. Okay. So Sheree, you might want to evaluate the people that is around you because they got you out here looking dumb and stupid. This is so stupid to me. You got this up faster than you got your website up, and everybody was excited about your website. Everybody was rooting for you. No, for real, we really was. We ain't gonna sit up here and play like most of us wasn't. I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but we ain't gonna sit up here and pretend like most of us wasn't. We really was here to see what the website was gonna give, and then boom, it's nothing there, nothing there but sticks, nothing there, nothing. And you have the nerve to say that Candy need to go mop her floors, sis. Candy, no, Candy got income coming in from every last business that you done talk messed about. And I really want to know on that last page, she got stuff from Sheen and AliExpress, and then on the other side, she got a tagging Candy's a boutique or whatever, right? Or her store. And I'm like, sis, did you really go there? Did you really go there when people was just literally comparing them? Jesus. When people was comparing them jogging suits that you got up there on your Sheba Sheree website for $225, okay? People can get online for $39.99 with free shipping if you're patient and can wait until next week. Girl, you not that girl. Sheree is not that girl. And let's not forget, right? Candy never said that. Candy never said that at all. And honestly, to be very honest, from what I understand, tags was created for the, the stuff is not expensive. In other words, it's not meant to be expensive. It's meant to be inexpensive for a reason. That was my understanding from what I took when Candy was explaining tags and the purpose and why she created tags. So like Sheree, girl, but you can't talk about nobody's businesses, not ever. You can't even come at Candy's businesses whatsoever, regardless of this health inspection in the shoot. You can't do that, sis. You have nothing to claim, and you've been with the same vision for 14 years, girl. You are still stuck in yesteryear. Andy read you down with one good. I mean, and the fact that you just you did the same thing in season 9, to be honest, when he asked you about She by Sheree. But just the fact that he said something about you and your reputation about paying bills would have just been like a damn. Not your boss saying that. That ain't good, girl. But this is the same person who gets in the scene with her daughter, talk about when the bill collectors call, I tell them you get it when I get it. Girl, I cannot. But what I want you to do is, baby, buckle your seatbelt. Cause y'all know the receipts is about to start receipt. Buckle your seatbelt. Why you think you got away with this she news? Let's see if you put any breaking news about you not paying that designer like you lied and said you did. Rowan, um, uh-uh, uh-uh. And Roman, let me tell you something. Just because you paid out of your pocket don't mean that Sheree is paying her bills. While you talk about you don't like the narrative that's being spun around about Sheree. And I know that lady name ain't a Roman, and I think that's probably really disrespectful of me. I think her name is Rowan. Or I don't know. Miss Lady, Miss Sheree's assistant. I guess that's what she is. But anyway, there was Sheree's dad, right? Then she gonna say that Andy was even gagged with her prop, right? Andy was gagged. Andy also gagged you and you still didn't say nothing. I mean, like Sheree, y'all, Sheree has honestly, she has literally what do you have to really show for yourself being on a platform like this? You continue to embarrass yourself with the choice of men. You continue to embarrass yourself and trying to be an anchor, trying to rally the girls. You are the most fired and hired housewife that we know. And for you to talk about Candy Body, listen, Candy do things I don't agree with. But one thing I can say is Candy got a body. Okay, let's be clear about that. And Candy is far from ugly, in my opinion. I'm just saying. I actually was looking at something Candy did the other day, and I said Candy really has a beautiful smile. Sheree, that didn't land you getting up, talking about let me get up and show you, but you can never, girl, girl. And Candy natural body looks great. Okay, I really, really got a lot of smoke for Courtney. I really got a lot of smoke for this crooked mouth for him. Okay. Yes, I said it. I said it. This irrelevant lady comes out on the sofa. And y'all, I'm not interested in recapping Moneta because I feel like Moneta coming out, unless it's more to Moneta, Moneta was a flop coming out too. I'm just saying. Um, let's get into Courtney though. Courtney really, in my opinion, is gutter Trash. Good or trash? Because I made a tweet prior to this reunion coming on as to why did she mention Drew's son in her confessionals when it was never brought up during the season, not even a conversation between Ralph and Drew. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. If I am wrong, correct me. I do not recall them on this particular season. Season 14, we know it was the whole big old thing. Season 15, I don't recall them having that conversation whatsoever. Even if they did have that conversation, it wasn't your job to go into the and see. I really wish this that speak on it had been something prior to them taping this reunion, because here we go again where we talking about, oh Jesus help me Lord. Am I wrong? Somebody also, the conversation was had this season, so I'm wrong. Can where when was the conversation? I don't really remember the conversation. I don't. Somebody, please let me know. Please let me know. Especially my content creator people. Even if you got to say I don't remember them having a conversation, let me know, because I don't remember them ever talking about this adoption situation whatsoever. Courtney brought it up in her confessional. Why she said she didn't know. She said she knew that the cameras were still running, but I didn't know that she didn't know that the cameras were still running at the time because she was running her mouth. Okay, JB says, what's going on, man? He said, I don't remember it this season. I don't remember this season, maybe last season. Definitely last season. Last season was definitely a conversation. I don't remember that being brought up this season at all. And I feel like when Drew said, when she's talking to Courtney and she told Courtney, now of course that plum it fell flat, okay, that prop fell flat. When Drew said, listen to me good, don't you never bring up my son no more, and when they on that other side of that couch said, oh, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do, see, I'd have blacked out because Courtney had to be called in that moment. Courtney had to be called in that moment because here you go saying at first you said, I didn't say anything about your son. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Then when Andy says, yes, you did, yes, you did, he says it more than one time. Then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I said it more than one time. Now I say it again. No, girl. No, girl. I don't condone violence, but I'd have had I'd have knocked something straight. See, because y'all really be trying to play with Drew. I don't like that, man. I do not like that. I don't like when they be trying to, oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? No, don't ask me what I'm gonna do. That's some punk stuff to me. I don't like that, yo. Cause see where I'm from, when you ask what you gonna do, then that means you ready for something to pop off. Period. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do. Marlo, you and that your grandmama's living room rug. Get out of here. What you gonna do? It was very disheartening to see that the only one that spoke up was Kenya. No one else spoke up. That's the reason why I have an issue with Candy's gaslighting comment. Cause like, come on, yo, you cannot like a person or whatever the case may be, but my God, like right is right and wrong is wrong. Right? They'd have had to say, we'll see y'all season 16. Cause it'd have been a problem between me and Courtney. Don't never try to challenge me and me and Marlo. And like I said earlier, Sonya, you would have to get up, baby. Go on and get your stuff out so you can go into the house and relax. Cause I don't know if they got you on bed rest or whatever, but I want you to have a great great, great, and prayerful delivery. I hope for a healthy baby. But baby, goodbye. Okay. And let me address them other two that's sitting over there that got so much to say. Because Sheree was the same way. We already know that Courtney and Ralph is doing what they doing allegedly. We get it. I'm just, again, like I said, this reunion to me was not very cohesive at all. I agree with you. JB says what, as far as like what you said on Twitter, it was just like a bounce around. It just wasn't cohesive at all. I did not like the ladies. I don't know what they see Drew as, but it really pisses me off to see that y'all are okay with somebody coming on the show who ain't even in a full-time capacity, having the nerve to speak on and just because of what Ralph done told her. Ralph gonna come around and get you messed up, sis. And I bet you he ain't gonna take up for you when they get to that level. I just, I again, I was definitely Sheree, let's get on your fake ass. Okay. So, but prior to this reunion, when Drew was crying, you go all up in her room pretending like you give a damn. Girl, that was so fake. And I want you to get you and your swole face. I'd have told you to get out of my dressing room because ain't nothing you coming in here about is real. Like it was a lot. I just again, y'all, I can't. That was so fake. How you gonna come up in here and pretend like you doing all this crime, pretend like you care, but then in the same token, y'all don't care what's going on in her marriage. Stop with the fake stuff. Oh, well, I'm here to support you. I'm here for this, I'm here for that. Y'all full of shit too. Y'all faking it. Drew, sis, if you don't see it, half of these women don't see it for you, sis. And we see it. Y'all siding with Courtney. That's how I knew. That's exactly how I knew that Marlo and them was coaching Courtney. Ooh, what you gonna do? Let me tell you something. I had that rug wrapped around Marlo. So listen, don't play with me. They protect Candy not showing Drew call her out about Allison. Wait, what happened? They protect Candy not showing Drew call her out about Allison. Oh, okay. So JB says what? If I'm understanding you correctly, are you talking about when Candy said that she went to Drew talking about Drew faking a storyline or whatever the case may be, or using her sister's story for clout, but then Candy also saying that her sister don't look like she got an issue. See, but y'all said Candy didn't say nothing. Candy didn't say nothing. But that to me is again saying, and I said this several times before, and I don't give a damn what y'all got to say about it now. But I also said nobody's walking around here with a label on their head talking about they got mental health issues. I heard that in that speak on it yesterday, and I really was like, I'm not understanding this whatsoever. Y'all kept saying Candy didn't say nothing, but she doubled down on what she said about it and said that she told Drew. Just because you told Drew don't make it right. It don't make it right. She said she had a conversation with Drew about it on the after show. She didn't know if it was cut or not, but she had a conversation with Drew and she told Drew that she felt like Drew was coming in using her sister for clout and using her for a storyline, I guess, or whatever. But then also she further going on to say that Allison did not look like she had something going on with her. But y'all kept saying she didn't say anything. That's why I kept saying, what does she need to apologize for? She made comments too. It is okay that is y'all fave. We make mistakes, yo. Candy said she was wrong. Why not apologize then, though, Ashley? That's all it took. Since we on this, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And again, y'all may not like it, and I really don't care. This is my issue with that whole thing yesterday. All they had to do was apologize and move on and be done with it. They over explained, went into all of this. Well, we didn't do it because of this, and we didn't do it because of that, and we didn't do it because of this, and we didn't do it because of that. All of that wasn't necessary, in my opinion. Just apologize and move the hell on. You offended somebody. You offended a group of people, period. You offended somebody. And if your intention was not to offend a group of people, you apologize and move on. That's all it is. And I'm tired of saying that. But that's all it is, regardless of if it's your fave, regardless of who it is. If your intention is to never offend anybody in any moment, and people tell you that they are offended, you apologize and you move on. Grown people ought to know that, yo. That's it. That's it. You ain't gotta say, I didn't remove I removed it. I really didn't remove I removed it because the people who support this show said that they had an issue with the word mental illness. Really? Again, it gives off very inauthentic. I don't care what y'all say. That situation right there, it just needed to be handled differently. And I don't care, it's your fave. I already told y'all I still support Candy. But at the end of the day, all that had to be done to shut the noise up was apologize and move on. Right. I just she said the difference between mental, but what? See, and again, we don't gotta go through all of that. That lady kept using mental illness. That's what was used. We're not gonna talk about it. If you're not ready to have a real conversation, I don't think you should tell me the difference between mental break or mental illness. Let's be honest about it. And I'm really about to start getting activated. You cannot tell me the difference between the two, but then you saying on another hand that you had no ill intent or that you had no intentions on offending anybody. People are telling you that they had an issue with the word mental illness, and that's the reason why you said you took it out of the speak on it. Y'all, that to me was not necessary. What was necessary, if you were going to address it, get up and say, hey, y'all, listen, I understand. First of all, I would like to apologize to Allison if I offended you in any way because this was on my platform. Allison specifically called her out by name, which means Allison felt some type of way about it. So then you apologize about offending somebody about their mental health. You apologize. That's it. That's it. And there's people still defending it. For what though? For what? What are we defending? I think she was saying that it was they put out and she didn't know what to put. Candy did this that speak on it and as a clapback for Drew and her falling out. That's what people have been saying. People been saying that. That's it. They don't want to click coming after them. Oh, the candy coated man, please, please. I just again, I feel like instead of skating around the situation and doing all of that, you could have shut the noise out, sis. You really could have. You could have. You could have just leave it simple. You offended not only one person, but you offended a group of offended a group of people who deal with mental health. That was triggering to a lot of people. Regardless, it was triggering to a lot of people, and you got to own it and accept it. And y'all online saying that she should take the L. Well, what the hell does taking the L look like? Ashley, please, I've already talked about Courtney. Courtney is the one that made the remarks. Absolutely. We didn't already drug Courtney for making those remarks. I done been had smoke for Courtney. Go check out the other videos if you don't believe it. My smoke right now is for Candy, and it's on for Candy for Candy on purpose. This was on Candy's platform, period. And Candy also said that she didn't think nothing was wrong with Allison because she didn't look like she's really. Are y'all gonna ignore that? That's the same thing that Courtney, some of what Courtney was saying. That's just what it is. I done had smoke for both of them. This was on Candy's platform. I drugged the hell out of Courtney multiple times last week. Go check out them other videos before you ask me any questions like that. You know what, Priscilla? You can't fight with people on Twitter. You just gotta say what you say, mean what you say, mute them tweets, and keep on moving. Because people want to argue with you, and it's one basis with me. It's one basis with me. And the way I feel about the situation, and it's not gonna change. The way I feel about it is again, if you felt like, and if somebody told you that they felt offended and you had no intent on offending anybody, how do you naturally solve it? You solve it with an apology and you move the hell on. You know what? I said that too. I said what I would have respected more from that whole Candy situation was like, okay, you took it down to edit it out or whatever the case may be. It would have been dope for you to re-premiere it all over again. Re-premiere it all over again with you in the beginning with a little message saying that listen, we don't take mental health lightly or whatever the case may be and move on. But to say that she didn't say nothing, y'all, is a reach. Because she did. Regardless, anybody tell you that they're dealing with mental health, it is not your business to question what their mental health issue is because no one is walking around here with a name tag on that says, "Ooh, Chef Don Don is going through such and such and such and such." Nobody's doing that. So it was still ill to say something like that, regardless of if you were saying it to that one person. There was multiple people who were offended by it. Allison said in her statement that she did not understand. I'll read it exactly. She put Candy Burris' whole name in it. Regardless, yo, she still said something. So, Brown Eyes, I'm gonna take it that you is a Candy fan. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, okay? Because I said what I said. You know. Courtney was the biggest offender, but Candy wasn't innocent. Absolutely. And the reason why I'm speaking on Candy and got smoke on Candy is because they spoke on it yesterday. It was her and Jamie. They decided to speak on it. Speak on it. So Speaking on it. Yo, honey, I mutes them people. I mute them. I mute them quick. I ain't going back and forth with you. I said what I said. Now, there's often times where I would most definitely be shady and do a shady response, and then I'm done after that. I'm done after that. Right, because Candy is not a doctor. She cannot look at a person and make a diagnosis. Absolutely. You should never and y'all, honestly, you trigger a lot of people who really deal with mental illness that you don't know anything about when you try to question that they don't look like a certain thing or they don't look like what that's the reason when Courtney said, "Does it look like I've been in a straight jacket? Does it look like am I supposed to be in a straight jacket, banging my head on the wall?" And come on, man. That's what I say. JB says, "What about everybody?" I said about everybody. Y'all can like Kenya, but I still stand on what I said about Kenya. Kenya's reads flopped yesterday. Okay, them receipts flopped. Team twirl. But I know y'all go up, but it flopped. If if your fave Queen Candy is wrong, and we say she wrong. Period. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Cause I ain't to be over here windmilling about how I feel about what Candy said and did. Cause I done already put it out there, and I already told you how I feel about it, and that's just what it is. And I know a lot of people, especially a lot of people that like, you go up for a certain person. A lot of people don't like for me to speak on certain things, but hey, it is what it is. Um, okay. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to drop the link. But listen, I said what I said about Candy. So I come over here trying to change my mind and stuff because it's not going to change. Uh, but there's the link. Hit that like button as well. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. 103 people in the room. Hit that like button. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. If I don't agree, I just don't agree, y'all. It is not the end of the world. It just ain't. These people be These people be swinging, honey, in some of these comments. I be like, girl, it ain't that deep. Excuse me. It ain't that deep. Y'all go subscribe to JB Says What. He does reviews, commentary on reality TV. Uh, don't you do some scripted shows too? Or maybe just reality TV, or maybe scripted show. Anyway, just go subscribe and find out for yourself. How about that? How about that? I know reality TV is up in there. Okay. And also Schoolboy. Y'all know, y'all go subscribe. And also subscribe to their podcast. Okay, I thought so. I thought I didn't see you do some scripted stuff. Um, but yeah, y'all can come on up. You know what I'm saying? And let's have a little talk. Let me know how you really feeling. And I'm gonna just let you go off. Go all. A go all. A go, a go, a go all. Y'all bless the platform. Bless the platform. Dollar sign Chef Down 2 for Cash App. And then for Venmo, honey, it's just Chef Dwan 2. Thank you, Simply Elegant One, for putting their links in the chat. I appreciate it. That's what we do over here, honey. We support our people. We support. Hello, 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 spiritual gangster.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Chef Don Don. I like you, and I like the show, but I just didn't really even watch this year. I mean, this season because it wasn't appealing to me. But over this last 4 days that I've been off from work, I've caught up and I watched, and I just think the show done lost a lot of pizzazz, right? But for I mean, because you can really catch up on a lot of stuff by looking on social media, and I was looking at what Candy had said and all that. And even if Candy is your favorite or not, Candy has a she should be more aware and more sensitive to speaking on anybody with mental illness, whether she had it or not. Whether however they put it out, whether it was a mental break or mental illness. That is a very touchy subject, and a lot of people are dealing with that in this day and age. Now, I feel like she could have, like you said, not only re-edit it, but put a disclaimer up. And it's nothing to say, I apologize if I offended some people. Not just say, because this may have affected some of the audience on speak on it. I'm thinking because of her ego, she doesn't want to say I'm sorry because of falling out with Drew. And I feel like she should be bigger than that. Now I could be wrong, but even when I'm wrong, I feel like I'm right because I do respect Candy, but I don't idolize people to where I'm just gonna ride their coattails. Because mental illness is something that you just can't look at a person and tell that they have. And like you said, it could have been a mental break because people go through traumas all the time. We all face some type of different mental difficulties in our life, even Candy. So I don't ride with Candy on this one, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong at
And
the
I
end of
love me some Escape. You heard me?
the Who
I'm
can
telling
who
y'all, you
can
looking up my social media. I've met them, but just sometimes you have to let that ego go and just say, you know what, I was ignorant and I should not have put that out. And if I offended some people that suffer from this, I apologize.
and that's it. That's it.
And
I
that's
promise that
all.
is it. And it will shut out the noise.
You heard me? And it's nothing about being against her. It's just that that was very insensitive to me, I felt.
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people did. JB says what says hell, I have high anxiety and depression, and you can't look at me and tell. Yeah, you can't.
You know
You
what I'm saying,
can't.
y'all?
You
You
can't look at
cannot.
me and tell I've been admitted twice
Man, when I
into a hospital. You can't do that, and that's the reason why. And I said this. I said this a few videos back. I did take that a little personal because
well,
right now I'm trying very hard not to go back down that road. And I feel like when you offend somebody like that, you just apologize because it ain't no joke, it ain't no game, and you never know what you gonna be tomorrow.
you don't. And then what if one of her children may in the future, now not God forbid, she wouldn't want nobody speaking on if somebody in her life was affected by it. Do you understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because I have you like you said, I've had things that I had to deal with in my life, and we've come across it. And y'all just life don't come with no type of handbook. My son was shot 3 times and he faced post traumatic stress disorder, senseless violence.
Oh
And
wow.
people don't know the things that people leave behind. And this was my son's 28 now. This happened when he was 21 and he's still battling with that because you don't know why people do what they do. And even with the pandemic and being put in the house, a lot of people dealt with mental stuff and still dealing with it. You can look at the
Right.
comments on social media.
Well, and just so y'all know, like COVID is coming back at a rapid pace.
You see
I'm
what
just
I'm
being
saying?
honest with y'all. We're gonna have a discussion about it because the mainstream media is not talking about it whatsoever. But y'all, It just goes to show that mental health, all of that stuff is about to be back on the rise. It's about
And
to be,
we
it's on
need
the rise, but it's about to get worse again because people are, there are people who, a lot of young people are being affected by this new variant, and y'all, it's just, you just gotta be careful, man. You just can't treat mental illness like that,
we need our
especially.
platforms like yours, and not that to say that we can't have difference of opinions, but y'all, we gotta find a way that we don't have to battle each other so hard in the comments just because we may disagree.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Schoolboy.
Mm, mm, mm. I done tapped in from the bed. I ain't sitting at my computer. I'm at the lab. I'm on the iPad. That show, that was a mess last night. I don't. Sheree, you need to fire Anthony because he's setting you up to look a fool on national TV.
Well, was he ever hired? Because did she pay
Well,
him?
he said she never paid. He said she never paid him the first time, and then he flipped over. He was with
He
Drew.
still ain't getting no money from her.
He flip flopped between two broke people. So I'm trying to understand what is he getting out of this? Are they paying him to go on platforms? Because he set her up with them terrible ass reads. Either he set her up with them reads, or she just didn't know how to make them land or flow. Last night was terrible. I ain't never seen them read that bad on Atlanta.
Yeah, them reads was not landing whatsoever.
Nobody. In Kenya, you should have checked. Heifer, you didn't check the form before you came out to the front.
That was funny. That was
You
funny.
That
got to
was
make that
weird to
shit
me.
work, Kenya. God damn. You failed me,
That
Kenya.
would have been one of the best moments in reality TV
Because you know Marlo get on my ever.
had that flowed like it was supposed to. Man, that would have been, listen.
I know she got her
Give
back on Twitter, but no, I needed you to execute that right on the couch. You needed to execute that. It just, oh my God. King Twirl failed me last night. That shit hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I agree. It was like I was disappointed. I said, Kenya, come on.
And why
Kenya.
did Sheree look like she should have been at the Renaissance Fair back in the 1800s with that dress? Who
Yeah, we
told
know
her that
Marlo
that
was
was
served, but
cute?
we're talking about the show in itself. But we know that Marlo was served. We saw them tweets. Y'all know we live on Twitter. I just want to let you know, me and Scuba don't really miss nothing. If one
Hell
missed
no.
something, we done
I'm
sent it to
I'm
the
on
other one.
Twitter 99.99% of the time. From the time that I get up to the time that I go to bed, I'm probably on it more than I'm on Instagram. Because yesterday wasn't I sending you stuff that I found out. I was like, ooh,
Oh
shit,
yeah.
this. I said, ooh, look, we was being messy. Look, I had to know. I'm thoroughly disappointed. Sheree has been fired the most out of all the housewives. That shit is embarrassing, man. And you still get it on TV. So it was too much noise between her about Martell. We all knew Martell wasn't shit. We have known this how many seasons now?
Lord.
Would have that really changed anything had Kenya said he was in my DM 6 months from now? No, it wouldn't. You still would have went with him.
So would a schoolboy
What?
take over for a quick second. I gotta go get my groceries from the front door.
Oh Lord. I
I'm
know
gonna
you
drop
did.
down, y'all. I just wanted to say that about the mental thing because I just felt that was just off kilter. For Candy should just apologize. But I enjoy both of y'all. Thank you.
You're
Oh,
very
thank
welcome.
you for coming up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, schoolboy, hold it down one quick second. I'll be
Oh
right back.
God. Chef Don done left me on tap with y'all. I mean, I just don't. I would have not expected that from Kenya. I didn't expect that from Kenya. I don't think anybody expected Kenya to not be able to execute that read. Because at first I thought it was gonna be good because I was getting my life until Andy was like, "Oh, this form is blank," and I said, "Damn, Kenya, you could have really stuck it in on Marlo because we've all gotten tired of Marlo this season in some way, except for Marlo's delusional fans. And that's another thing. I can't understand how she got any fans. but she does. She does have people that fan out over her. It just I was like, Kenya, come on. It just didn't do well for me. Kenya's jokes about Marlo being a garden tool are stale now. Well, uh, well, it's the same thing. What Marlo
Back.
written her about her skin, isn't that stale, tired, late, delayed? It's a stale, tired, late, delayed, delayed that Sheree keeps saying, "Who gonna check me, boo?" That was how many seasons? Get a new tagline.
Girl.
A
Yeah,
tagline that you didn't even trademark. That's the fucked up part. Excuse my
that's what
language.
I said. I said it ain't even trademark. And people been selling who gonna check me boo t-shirts since you said it.
T-shirts, drawers, socks. Who ain't
And
been
you
selling?
selling who gonna who gonna check me boo or she buy Sheree socks online for $42. Girl, get out of her.
You know, I can give me a couple. Shoot, I can give me about 10 packs of socks for what she trying to sell that one pair for. And I don't know if them bad boys gonna shrink or not.
Sheree, Sheree is just an epic fail.
It is the worst housewife, I swear to God, in history to me. She is terrible. You've had how many times to come on Atlanta and really do something? What the hell have you done with it?
A fail. Just a fail. A fail.
I mean, damn, Chef. And you know, and I heard you earlier. We're talking about the, you know, about the, and you know, I be trying to stay out of people's business, but I did, you know, see how they be trying to address stuff around that candy place. All I'm gonna say is a lot of folks believe she throw that rock and hide her hand, and I'm telling you, it ain't looking good.
Yeah. It just ain't. That's what the people saying. A lot of people saying it. A lot of people saying it. People were
It,
saying that in the comments on the neighborhood talk. So
I mean, it just, I mean, I get it. People got ego and people got pride, but don't let your ego and your pride get you effed up.
they only hired Sheree back. Let's be clear. I heard a couple things about the Sheree and Marlo's contracts from last year. I don't know how true that is, but here's what I will say. Production wanted Sheree to be that girl to rally the girls around. Hence, as to why they wanted her to have that meeting with the OGs.
And she was the only OG. Let's be clear. Let's be clear that they have even brought back X minus, like not even include Nene. How many other original housewives have they ever brought back?
Right. That's true.
Like, y'all can quit saying, I mean, I get it with Nene, but let's take her totally out of the equation. Out of the rest of the original set of housewives, how many times have they actually brought them back? They brought them back with this one full time, all of them together. They brought this one and that one, pieced them in here and there, but it doesn't fit anymore because your whole trajectory of the show has totally changed.
Yeah.
So they don't fit with the new, you know, just the new wave of things. They don't fit with that.
Yeah, this was a disappointing reunion.
It was the worst reunion that I've ever seen in history.
Me too. I can't even lie. The worst reunion I've seen too. It was pretty bad.
You know, I mean,
I
you didn't have nothing to talk about, Chef. What was you talking about?
I mean, and then y'all set it up for us to get all excited. Well, semi excited. I ain't gonna say excited, but semi excited when the trailer come out, and then only to flop everything that was in there so far. And we know the last part is gonna be a flop too.
I think we're going to, like, I think I tweeted T last night and I said, you know what, what it's gonna do is this first part was gonna suck, which I knew the first part was gonna suck. The second part is gonna be semi decent, but the only meat and potatoes that anybody's gonna give a crap about is gonna be Ralph and Drew, and that's probably gonna be in the last 10 to 20 minutes of the damn show. And then add the commercials, you probably only gonna get about 10 minutes of that. That's gonna be it.
And that part 2, from my understanding, is supposed to be 90 minutes too, y'all. So
You still only gonna get 10 or 20 minutes of Drew and Raw.
what is Drew sitting in Andy's chair for?
Apparently, I don't know. The way it looks like is that either they're all still sitting out there, or it's just her, Andy, and him. I don't know. I can't tell, because they'll chop something in the next episode, and you'll see a trailer. But then when you actually see it, that's not what the scene looks like. So I'm confused.
Well, it looked like when she was sitting there, yeah, because they kind of made it look like everybody was looking at her when she was sitting in that chair. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird to see that. You think she sung a song? I do too. I was thinking that too. I was thinking that she sung.
Because she did have a song dropping this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I
that
did
would
think
that
that.
that would she's preparing for a single to drop. I think I want to say next week. So it would kind of in line with her music drop, her being on stage with him. But my thing is, what do you think we really gonna get anything out of that conversation with them and
Her Ralph? No.
uh-huh.
No.
No,
Mm-mm. What we supposed to get?
I don't know. Shit. That they acting like it's gonna be some jaw dropping information, but I don't feel like it's
No.
nothing.
I don't know. They say them messages are incriminating. Where did they get the messages from? Are we supposed to trust Sheree's source? Like, girl.
And Peacock, I'm not trying to be rude, y'all, about that Peacock uncensored version. Baby, I wasn't impressed. It was nothing no more different than what we saw last night. Except they was able to cuss. I think it was a little bit longer, but there was nothing still. The story, the way they jumped around from person to person, it was all over the place, and I didn't like it. But that goes to show you no woman on that stage had a storyline.
Yeah, because they used each other for storylines because they bounced around from Marlo, Wendy from Texas wants to know, why did you do such and such with your nephews? Then Marlo respond, Sheree, Kimmy from Houston would like to know, why did you such and such? Sonia, I'm like, what are we doing here? Why are we not
It
playing
was
these
almost
packages
like
and
they
like doing what we're supposed to do? It was just all over the place.
But you
It
know
really
what,
was.
Chef? It was almost as if they didn't even have good viewers' questions to even use.
Well, you know they filtered through all them questions allegedly.
But the ones that they came up was bullshit. You know it. And
Oh,
it was
mm-hmm.
almost as if they was just trying to fill time with the shit.
That mother once said we gonna learn they divorcing. Well, we know that. It's not
Shit.
really.
It wouldn't surprise me if them niggas don't still be married next year and come right back on the show
Mm.
and pull
I
another
always say Marlo got a peach by default because all the OGs was gone. You know, a lot of people feel that way. They really didn't have no choice. They wasn't really trying to bring
they can't
nobody
get anything
on.
on that show. It's not even
Yep.
it's not cannot get anybody to cast on that show. It's the same thing with Potomac. They cannot get anybody really influential with money to get on that show. They did nobody. A lot of contrary to the popularity, people got to realize a lot of black people with money don't like the way black women are portrayed on that show. A lot of black women don't like it.
Yeah.
And last night,
Uh,
all it was everybody throwing daggers and insults at each other. There was no fun shade. There was no light shade. This was like they was all out for blood to stab each other to death.
they all prepared or tried to prepare.
Damn, she
It
knew.
just
I can't believe she created that shit, Chef.
she didn't create that. Anthony did.
So what the hell is
Sheree
she
ain't that.
talking? A blogger?
Sheree ain't that smart. I believe Anthony has everything to do with this. Sheree ain't that smart.
Well, we know she ain't smart. Her
Somebody talked her into doing this because come on now. So where you gonna spend your money up printing out a book when you, girl?
I'm like,
I
Candy,
just,
print out some fashions.
yes,
Do
please
that.
print some fab. Now that was a good read to me. Now I enjoyed that read. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. I kind of gagged a little bit. I said,
But
"Ooh."
somebody help me understand what the purpose is. And I'm gonna say this.
And
I
it's
don't
only
go up,
about Candy.
but I don't go up for Candy like that. I'm not a huge Candy fan, and I'm not against her either. Candy's alright, and I've always said I could take her and leave her on that show. But you this damn jealous and envious and hateful towards this woman that you dedicate a whole pamphlet to hating on her business when you don't even have one successful business. We don't even know what you do.
True.
Instead of hating on Kenya and Candy, how about you sit down and take some damn notes? But I understand you can't pay nobody because you too busy acting like you ain't getting your nose done because you want to get it done. You up here lying, talking about you got breathing problems. Sheree can go to hell with her and that new nose. Stop lying. You stuttered and sidestepped all freaking night like a fool. I have never seen so much shucking and jiving in my damn life.
Oh, stay tuned. JB says what? I'm actually gonna be having a conversation with him on Wednesday.
And I can't wait because I'm finna be messy in the comments.
So this is the new. This is why again this was an epic fail, girl. Everybody can go on there and see the bad reviews. When people before people go to Candy's restaurants, folks check reviews, folks check Yelps, folks check stuff like that. So it wasn't no read to me. Like you
What Candy
wasted
should have told her,
paper, you
where's
waited
your
print, you
reviews?
wait
Where's your
right.
That's where Candy should have said, where's your reviews, ma'am?
Exactly.
She still
Like,
ain't got one
girl,
on her website.
this was an epic fail in my opinion, and especially this Miss Mamas. Let me tell you something. You should have never done this here. Okay, never. Sheen, don't try it. Don't
Never
try it. You
would
doing
have
the same
made
exact thing.
it.
You doing the same exact thing. Oh, and if y'all want to know what I said in the comment section, you know I'm gonna always have smoke for Sheree. I said, let's be clear. Sheree didn't think about this on her own. All this money she spent, she should have put it into them fashions. And who gonna check me, boo? T-shirt for $82 when people been selling that ish before she did for $19.99 because you didn't trademark it. Also, she could have used that money to pay that designer. All right, flop Sheree. It was a flop. Don't nobody give a ish about something she said 10 plus years ago. Sheree, step it up, sis. That's what I said. Okay. I like, oh, y'all know how I feel about Sheree.
But see, Sheree, that's my point. Like Sheree, Candy has never said that Tags was ever going to be a place in which she had original designs in there. She never said that.
She didn't say that either. And also, too, from my understanding, she stated that it is supposed to be like a store, like an inexpensive store.
Correct, because quiet as
Nothing in
kept,
there is over $100.
Candy does not spend that kind of money on her clothing. She will tell you that she does not spend that kind of money. She doesn't. And a lot of that designer stuff that she get, all them artists get stuff like that for free. She may not spend money on that stuff. So a lot of times they get sent that stuff to wear.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
That's
she's
what
not
happens
spending
when
that
you
kind.
have brand deals. That's what happens when things like that work out. Sheree is a flop. Did Andy ask her, did she make any profit? Now, mind you, they've been asking her the same question for the longest, and I don't know why
2
they keep
years,
asking her, knowing what
every
the answer
season,
is.
every reunion. The last since
Well,
they
you know, an average business doesn't make money in the first 2 to 3 years. You're absolutely correct about that. For an average person like us,
well, that's the average. It depends on what the average business you're doing. Most people with restaurants
she been
for
waiting for
3
She
years.
by Sheree for 14 years.
But what chef? Here's the deal. What she's trying to do, creating her own fashion line. I've always wanted to create my own fashion line, high end haute couture fashion line for just being as a black fashion house. It's expensive. First of all, I don't cut, sew, or any of those things. I don't design.
Schoolboy. Schoolboy.
Huh?
You ain't got to explain it. You know why? We've been waiting 14 damn years. And if she ain't figured this shit out in 14 years,
But she ain't
you're
got
not
the
gonna
money.
figure it out in 2
What
weeks.
I'm getting at is she don't have the money to mass produce those designs. It's one
And I
thing to
agree
get
with
it
it. I do agree
done.
with them.
It's one thing to get the designs done. Okay, fine. Then you got to be able to mass produce it. Sheree
And that's
ain't got the
very
money to do
expensive.
that.
Sheree don't have the money to pay her own bills. Like
Sheree
real
lucky
bills.
Georgia Power is still staying on in her house.
Well, from what I hear, she conserving on that every now and then too.
I heard too, because they claim every time you drive by it is dark around there.
I believe it. Sheree is a joke, bro. Sheree is a joke. Candy wears Cynthia's bags over designers. Yeah, I don't really be seeing Candy in like designer stuff like that.
She's not. She's not that. That's how rich people keep
That's
their.
when even
They be
remember when they had
like
that
that.
Gucci episode.
Yeah. And let's be clear, everybody in there that was wearing Gucci was wearing off the rack Gucci. There's a difference between couture Gucci and off the rack Gucci. If you know your fashion, you went up.
That
They
is
all
true.
went down there and went to Neiman Marcus and got something off the rack and came up in there.
My purpose in saying that JB says what is that Sheree could be so far. Like seriously, if you just even think back and take last season, has Sheree really executed everything that she put out as far as that fashion show?
Hell no.
Sheree really could be ripping things up. Y'all came off of the heels of like BravoCon, people supporting you with that. But you selling wrinkled who gonna check me boo t-shirts at BravoCon. Girl, we don't want them.
And for somebody who steps out in designer from head to toe all the time, who was in fashion? Who was in Fashion Week? With Paris and in Milan in Paris. Who was in
Who?
Milan Fashion Week? Kenya. Not you
Oh
or
yeah, sure will.
not you or Marlo. But y'all supposed to be the housewives with all the fashions, but you weren't at Fashion Week.
They're asking they saw we ain't gonna invite Sheree because she ain't gonna finish them. She ain't gonna finish the fashions.
She ain't gonna be able to. First of all, she probably won't be able to afford the flight.
I'd afford the flight. Katie would sell more goods versus selling high end. Oh yeah, that's true. That's very much true. Business 101 when you have a certain market for the business, that's that's business 101. Sheree is just stupid though. Sheree honestly she couldn't come up with $2,400 to pay the designer. And from my understanding, Roman had to pay
Rowan.
$2,000 to
Yeah, Rowan. She paid the man.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't pay him
paid the
all of it, but
designer.
she didn't have all of it to pay him.
Sure didn't because I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only one she had to pay.
Well, the way Candy busted it out, well, some of the models didn't get paid. People that worked it. I'm gonna just again.
That's sad and
People,
pathetic, man.
that's
Sheree
sad when
really
people
could have
pulling.
killed it, bro.
Chef, people was on my thing talking about how she was getting sued by the lawn care people. People know you don't pay bills, Sheree.
Man, I Sheree is a flop. There's no other way to put
She's
it.
a fucking worst housewife in history. I've never seen a housewife this terrible.
Mercy
You can't.
me.
Anytime Robin Dixon can have a successful selling them gas station hats, she got more success than you got right about now. That is sad.
Sure do. Now I can't even hold you on that one. And I don't like her. I can't hold you on that one. She started doing She's selling them bezel hats better than you selling it. She buy. No, no. She buy. She don't pay. She buy. She ain't got it. She buy. She don't pay her bill. She buy. Goodbye. Sheree is just an excuse. Okay. She buy. She don't pay her bills.
She
When
don't.
Andy delivered that read to her and she didn't pick up on it, I was like, girl, bye.
No, she picked up on it. Her dumb ass tried to gloss over it, so she wouldn't act like he didn't say that shit. We heard him. We heard him.
Andy was on this messy game last night. He was a little bit more messy than them than I was.
He was more messy than anybody.
Mm-hmm. I said,
I
dang
guess he
it.
figured that shit. We ain't got nothing to work with. Let me wing it.
Andy was like, girl. Then when Andy had to get up and hit that thing when Candy and Sheree was arguing, because Sheree's still hollering, get up. Bitch, you wish you could never.
And
Girl.
I want to say this is from one lesbian. This lesbian right here, Sheree body too toned and hard for me. Ain't nothing soft about her. It's a no for me. Though she got a nice body, it ain't for me.
Oh, it wouldn't be for me either. It ain't for Martell either.
Well, you know what Martell like. He like them hood rats that he can lie to and tell the mess to, and then still screw other women. So we already know what type Martell like.
Child. Sheree is a fool for wanting to put up this whole facade. As if, girl, I just Sheree is just a complete fumble. Complete fumble. I remember last year when they said Sheree coming back, I was like, for what?
Because that's the only OG that I honestly believe that they're willing to bring back to this show if they have to bring an OG, because she'll take, I guarantee Sheree ain't getting paid that much, and she'll take anything that
Oh,
they
she
give
ain't.
her.
She ain't. She tried to say that's why she didn't sign it. That's why she was in negotiations, and that's why uh because allegedly she ain't signed her contract until that very first scene. Remember when Kenya was dancing? I mean, practicing for Dancing with the Stars. Allegedly, they say that Sheree signed her contract like minutes before that. She wasn't even supposed to be in that scene, but because she had just signed her contract, they told her to show up to that scene. Allegedly, I'm gonna put it that way.
So Ashley Powell said Candy on the unedited told Sheree she got a tummy tuck, her nose done, and a BBL. Yeah, we all know that. I didn't even need Candy to tell me that.
Oh
When
yeah, we
you
knew
know
that.
plastic surgery when you see it. I was just tired of Sheree playing like, oh, I got a breathing problem. Now, Chef, when the hell does she ever say she had a breathing problem?
Mm-hmm. You
I
said she
need
got
to
to
know
breathe,
she went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor and got that diagnosis. Because we ain't never heard that.
yes, she probably got a breathing problem. Keep playing with that nose.
She gonna be like Tamar with that.
Keep on playing. Keep on playing with that nose. Keep on playing with that stuff in your face. And then when she tried to breathe Ken, oh, you saying right now, I don't got nothing right. Well, I got some of my injections taken. I was like, oh, Sheree sounds so dumb. Oh, God.
And I'm like, we could tell you got some of your injections taken out because we can tell. We know.
Okay.
Because if you look at Sheree's original face to now, you know that's not how she would have aged.
At all.
We know that's not how you would have aged. Do us a favor and stay off the plastic surgery table.
Now, you know what I will say? You know what I will say? What's funny to me is, did Sonya or Marlo really have Sheree back when she was going back and forth with Candy real hard?
Did who? Say that again?
Sonya and Marlo.
No, well, here's my thing. When Sonya was trying to get in on it. It was like, boo, why?
Oh, that's how irrelevant she is. I miss all that.
Even at any point in time that she did try to inject herself, it was like everybody was like, "Shut the hell up! Why are you even coming?"
I miss all that. What happened to the Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't gonna speak on that, Ashley.
What? What happened?
So I don't know nothing about that. I'm gonna be quiet on that. I don't know.
Oh, on the uncut version.
Ashley just asked the
Oh, well,
question.
look, I ain't getting on that because I
I
only
don't
know
want to.
about my,
Yeah, I
I
don't want
only
to
know about
discuss
my
it.
uterus over here. I don't know about nobody else's uterus, and I ain't gonna talk on that. I don't know.
Oh, you asked me what I'm eating. You heard me over here snacking, honey. I'm just eating these walnuts, some nuts.
I'm gonna leave. Ooh, I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh,
Scuba, don't be showing out now. Don't be showing out. Don't be showing out.
I ain't say nothing.
Let me tell y'all, Schoolboy real messy because she know how I feel about. She know how I feel about Ty. Why she sent me a picture of Ty?
No, it was the video.
Oh, it was a video, girl.
You know, remember she was changing the clothes.
She was changing clothes.
I said, Chef gonna like this because the thigh meat was out and she
It
had
was.
leg tattoos out. And
I was like, dang, why you put them old big old baggy pants on? Take them back off. Girl, what is you doing? Take them pants back off. I want to see them.
You wanted the thigh meat out. That's all that was. You wanted to see that thigh.
That's why I sent you the one of her yesterday sitting down. I said, woo. Tie.
Speaking of thirst traps.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't, because they said in the comments, why do we see coochie? Why do we see coochie? They said in the comments, they was like, please close your legs. We see coochie.
So, Chef, hold up. I'm scrolling through Twitter. All of a sudden, all I see is crotch and bussy on my thing. I said, who is this?
Oh, I don't go up for Jocelyn. But Jocelyn said, oh, I see coochie. That was hilarious. Now you got the coochie.
I'm over here in tears. Because I saw that and I said, excuse me?
It kind of threw me off too. Baby,
and if y'all don't know who we talk about that man over there that be in the closet that used to previously produce Roa, but he still talk about it every week like he want to go back.
That picture, I said, wait a minute. Ooh, it called me all the way off guard. I think I saw it on Twitter first. I said, nah,
I was scrolling stuff. I said
it just was like, it was just like boom, like here you go. I'm like, damn.
I was like, nigga, you gotta give us a warning next time you go.
It was just like boom. I was like,
close
your legs. Close your legs to the internet.
On the couch, Chef.
Y'all want me to show y'all the picture?
Y'all gotta see what the hell we talking about. This, if you knew what we was talking about, y'all.
I don't know if YouTube won't let me post it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go.
Why we gotta be fucking messy? When I saw that, I said, who the hell is this? Is this the Black Clark Kent? What the fuck are we looking at?
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Ain't he married? He out here advertising and trolling like he on Jack. What is going on?
Baby, I said, not this Thursday. I was not expecting it. I so was not expecting, because I'm literally just scrolling. And it was just like, boom. What is this?
I was sitting there like, hold up. Who he trying to get on the side?
It's them comments on. It's them comments on. It's them comments on Twitter for me. They're like, "Can you please close your legs?"
I said, what made him just want to drop that on a Sunday, on a Monday, on a holiday? I'm like,
on a holiday, honey. Now, baby, when I drop my thirst trap, don't y'all say nothing, okay?
Chef. Now, when you drop yours, I'm gonna make sure you get it out. I'm gonna slide it right
Cola
on.
Cola said leg gapped all over.
Dude, legs all open. I said, now.
Yeah, gapped all over, one over the book, the children book.
He looking at the Virgil's book.
It's a Louis
Vuitton.
Vuitton book.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, and then you ain't even shaved. It's all thick. Ooh, sir. Oh.
It just threw me off. It threw me off. And one thing I gathered from that is Carlos King got some long legs. I did get that from that picture.
What you trying to say? Else is long.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. You made it. Oh, you made it. I ain't saying none of that.
I'm gonna stop being messy Sunday. No, it ain't even Sunday.
Can you like? I don't know. Might be a little reach, but you heard how he talk, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine in the moments what it sound like?
I'm gonna say if it had to be me in there with him, I think that would make me go soft.
Oh, yeah, y'all. Carlos said, "Y'all, I heard what about Love and Marriage DC? I got a Love and Marriage DC for y'all, right? I got something that you'll enjoy better than DC."
He said, look at what I got between my legs.
Man, that threw me off guard. I
was like, excuse me. I had to re-drink my coffee and say, reopen my eyes. Like, excuse me, sir. Are we trolling? I thought you was married out here in these streets. That's how married men carry on?
Married or not, you had to do us like that. You could put up at the top or something, right? When we get ready to see it, sensitive content or something. You should put something up there.
Oh, you said like a cover?
Yeah, put a warning. Warning. Sensitive content.
You know what? Symmetry, he should have saved that for After Dark too. I didn't need to see that. I didn't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I know he be trying to thirst trap, but sir, it ain't.
It ain't doing it. It ain't doing it. Honey. Well, listen. Good boy, you got something else you want to say? Cause I got to go talk to the designer here in just a minute.
You gotta go talk to the designer.
Have a conversation.
When you having that live? Or you doing a pre-record?
So I don't know. It just depends on what he comfortable with.
I'm gonna be in attendance regardless. I just need to know, when you gonna drop the information so we could all be here.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know because I'm staying on the net. I'm staying on that neck, baby. I
She
got my
should
foot on
block
that.
your ass by now. I would have blocked your black ass.
Cause
You,
you know
you,
I'm
you
always retweeting her and saying stuff. I want you to see me. I want you to see me
see, I
and
would have
see what I
blocked
got
you.
to say.
I would have blocked you by now. The way you
Well,
riding that lady. You.
I mean, it's nothing but the truth. I ain't saying nothing ain't nobody else saying.
I think she would have to block all of black Twitter damn near.
For real, them people. If you look at the list of them retweets, if you look at them retweets and literally look at what people be saying to her, you be like, "Nah, Sheree, you might as well just get off Twitter." It may
Yeah,
be
and
it
even the
may be
reads.
92 retweets and only 2 people saying, "Yeah, it's my fave."
My thing is not even just that. Even the reads suck on Twitter. Like how your reads suck on Twitter. You got time to think of some shit and you still can't.
Honey, well, she said Andy was gagged at that, and I said Andy also gagged your ass back too.
He had you talking about, and you see Candy was looking like you ain't finna do shit if you don't sit your old ass down. I was like, you know
That
what?
was too much. Like, get out of my face, girl. Girl, Sheree has never done that at a reunion. That was very much so some whack bull crap, okay?
Girl, I can't stand. I cannot stand her. I can't stand Sheree. And I really, in the bad part of this, Chef, I'm gonna put you in on the secret. My ex fiance name was Sheree, and I got that tattooed on me. And every day that I look at this shit, it is embarrassing to know that somebody on Housewife has this very same name and has tarnished. It's so
Child,
bad.
Sheree is one of the most pathetic people that I have ever met in life. Oh, Jesus, the Carlos King picture came back up again. Hold up. Oh, Jesus.
Cut it off, Chef. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Jocelyn got me hollering these comments talking about coochie. Ah.
I hate you.
Scotty
We get
Scotty
together.
said, well, damn, in the comments, and somebody commented and said, I don't know how to feel about this.
Somebody said it's a Kiki on my Twitter. That said the quotes underneath his tweet is a Kiki of this picture.
I
Oh,
don't know. He could have done
yes, they
something with them
said not the
shorts or
coochie.
something.
No, Jocelyn did say not the coochie.
She said it on Twitter and on Instagram. She said, oh, coochie, not the coochie. And if you look at that picture close, look right up under that watch.
Oh, underneath the watch?
Yes. What that look like?
I hate you. You got me in tears. It's the comments for me.
The comments, some people was eating it up. And somebody
Somebody gonna say
said,
I
close
love.
your legs. There's
Somebody said I
married
do
men
love.
on here.
What? Chef, somebody gonna say I low key knew Carlos had some sun between them legs.
Somebody said, somebody said, in a minute, Raindrops gonna be on OnlyFans with you. You be hollering, hey, Raindrop.
We ain't shit. It's the emojis and the looks. And somebody said it was Jesus. Somebody said, damn, Courtney.
I mean, y'all. Okay, if I can be honest, it really ain't. It ain't much wrong with the picture, right? It was the shocking of it all for me. I was not expecting this, and again, I'm minding my business, and I just so happen to be scrolling. Now, wait a minute. Carlos is just not one of them people that I follow and expect to see a
Why
thirst
some
trap photo.
Did you see somebody had zoomed in on it and said, "Baby, what is this? A camel knuckle, a moose toe?" That looks crazy.
I told you. Ah, I told you. Oh, JB says, "Well, do y'all really think that Carlos has an African man? Y'all really think he has an African man?" I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Now you know.
His next interview is with Jocelyn, and I will not be watching. I am not
Nuh-uh, his
interested.
interview is not with Johnson. No, it ain't.
I believe that he did say it's coming out either today, tomorrow, or something like that. And she all up under his comments. Why would she be up under his comments? I believe it.
Girl. Well, you know. Well, you know, I know.
Well,
All I can
I'm
say is
just
I
wondering.
keep believing he got an African. That's all I'm gonna say.
Honey child.
Keep believing that lie.
Honey child from Zion.
Somebody said, "Why JB said?" I don't think he do. Who could bang that with that voice?
I'm gonna go. I'm done. I gotta go. I gotta go.
I'm gonna get up out of here too.
I'm gonna go finish my food. Schoolboy, what else you got to say?
You know what? I'm good. I'm gonna go take my black ass back to Twitter and my business.
You won't be minding your business if you go back over there, though.
How you gonna say I ain't gonna be minding my business?
Because you won't be.
I won't, and I'll probably end up sending you something.
I know you're gonna see something in a minute. I got something I'm about to send to you in just a minute.
Oh my god, Chad! Look, I cannot be going to hell on a Monday with you.
Oh, I ain't going to hell. You know.
Now the Lord.
I done prayed.
Did
I ain't
you
going
pray?
to hell. Ain't going to hell.
Okay.
I ain't told now lie.
I didn't lie neither, because I ain't lying talking about I'm with some man that's out here putting revenge P on his ex-wife even, and trying to act like I didn't know he was a sorry ninja when I got with him. So I know I ain't going to hell, but she might.
Because Jocelyn does not care. Oh, hey, Queen Toph. Because Jocelyn does not care what she will say it to his face. I just ain't interested in nothing Jocelyn got to say.
Girl, when she did that Drink Champs interview, and it was 3 hours of her constantly repeating and talking with a bunch of ninjas high and drunk sitting around a table, I just couldn't do it. I can't listen to her for 3 and 4 hours.
I can't listen to her for a few minutes.
I can't. It's just it's like I'm losing brain cells. It's a no for me. God bless y'all that want to watch it, and you raindrops that want to watch it, but I won't be. That's a no.
You said Carlos got a whole V. What's now? Now wait a minute. You saw that in that picture? Carlos got a V.
It looked like a. Let me shut up. Yeah, what you?
I'm about to go look.
If you look at it and you squint a little bit to the left, it do kind of look like.
Let me
this.
go see.
Look at it. I'm just saying. Look at it again.
I am so not interested in what Jocelyn has to say though.
You're not interested in Jocelyn. I'm not interested in Jocelyn. Like, I think I can't believe she's still putting out music. They listening to that?
That's for real?
What?
That song she just put out, that real?
Yeah. Why you say it like that? It's for real.
I thought it was a joke for her show or something.
No, it's really out. She did. She put a little EP out or something.
Now I'm looking at this picture and I done zoomed in, right?
Chef, why you
I'm still trying to find the V.
if you
Or
squint,
maybe y'all consider something different from a V. Like,
it look like
you mean like he got a V shape? Or you saying that thing in the middle shape like a V? Is that what you saying?
I think they trying to say like it looked like the like the V if you look at it a little bit. I don't want to keep looking at that because that ain't even for me. I don't like that, so that ain't for me. That wasn't directed to me.
No, it wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. It really wasn't.
It wasn't
Shut
for you
up.
either. But I'm just, and I don't even know what you like. But what I know you do like is Thai, and I know that based off of just you liking Thai, that tell me
Jamie
that's
says, but go get out of here. Honey, I was looking for the V.
I was just, I'm
I'm
telling you,
the
when I saw that picture of I said, Carla, oh, you a married man. You out here thirst strapping like that, Carlos.
child. Anywho. Well, all right, we have to get up out of here, y'all.
Yeah, because I might be somewhere tonight. Yeah, I might pop in somewhere. I might be popping in.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant you was gonna pull up on somebody, like you was going on a little, rendezvous tonight.
Well, I mean, the next rendezvous I might take, I don't know. I could be on.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna say it on here because I don't need y'all in my business.
Save it for the after dark.
I'll let you know on the side because you be over there where I be at on Twitter. Okay, some things be going down over on the Twitter, but y'all mind your business.
Nah, I have fun with you, of course. I
We,
appreciate
you
it.
know, anytime we link up, it's mess.
Okay, it's a key. It's gonna be a key. Nah, I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you too. But I'ma just let me know when y'all you do the interview because I want to be here because I want to hear what this man said. Sheree,
I'm gonna let you know because again, like
foul.
I said, I told him, and he was throwing shots at Sheree yesterday, y'all, on Instagram. He's he put he did a full outfit for Trina and Trina paid. He did a full outfit and costume for Escape and they fully paid. He was just going down a list of celebrities that paid with no issue.
But why she couldn't pay those shit?
Mm, I really don't know.
Yeah, Diddy gave all that stuff back, but I think it's for him.
When? Because if it's the
Well,
same,
he's gonna give it back, but see, because after 35 years, once it hit 35 years, it was automatically gonna revert back to them. So him doing it at 30 years, he just saving.
but is there any information out there that says that he gave that back to them? Because the only person, as far as what the article is written up about, is about Mace and about the $2 million deal.
I seen a new article today. I can't forget. Was it the Jasmine brand, the Source? I think it was the Source put up, and it named all of it, included Biggie, Faith, Mace,
Okay.
112.
Okay.
I think Total. All of them
Okay.
people
Okay.
from the 90s.
I'm here for it then,
came
if
up.
that's the case, because I told y'all when I reported on it, I said when I reported on it the first time, all the articles was only saying Mace received it. And Mace was the only one that put up that $2 million bid for the whole situation. So
That's
that's
because
why
he asked for 9 figures for everybody shit. Then all of a sudden he gave up everybody shit. He was offered 9 figures for everybody, that whole entire collective. I'm figuring if he gives it back to them, then they can decide whether they want to sell their stuff.
Right.
Instead of him just selling it for him, because if he was to sell it on his own without them, they would really be screwed because they really wouldn't never have the money to get it back.
Mm, mm, mm. Well, I'm glad he gave it back to him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they needed it. They needed it. So shout out to him. If that's true, you know, I'll report on it and make sure that I do a little research. I do want to go ahead and let you guys know this. From my understanding, British is not in jail. Okay. Meaning, which I figured was going to happen, that her sentencing date was pushed back. However, I have talked with someone that I know that kind of got some little tea or got some information on it. And so I'm gonna get you guys the new sentencing date. Um, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that has come out recently about her. So yeah.
Oh, and I can confirm, y'all, I will be on the panel with Scotty, Yocrates, Relly B, TV, everybody that Sakina, everybody that do the review over there. I'll be over there tonight on Yocrates channel,
Period.
doing the live review with Reunion. They asked for me to come over there, so I'm gonna do it tonight. So you know I'm finna be messy with all of them, and y'all know if they added, Scotty is back this time, so I'll be over there with Scotty, and
Oh God.
he probably gonna have me really messy tonight. So if y'all want to see me being messy, I'm gonna be in these streets now, Chef.
Well, all right.
You know I'm gonna try to be good tonight.
Okay.
Hopefully the brown liquor don't.
Go get in. Go get in. I appreciate you, Miss Ann. Thank you. I'll be over there, schoolboy.
Oh, you gonna be over there?
I'm about to go finish my food right now.
Well,
Gotta go get
I
these
need to
ribs
come
out
by
the
there and get a
oven.
plate. You was you cooking something good over there.
Yeah, I got to start on my cornbread and my sauce shit and all of that kind of stuff right now. So I got to go do all that.
Well, go on, get on your cornbread. I'm gonna go on and keep minding my business so I can go be messy tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard. So y'all go over to Yakatee's channel and see me be messy tonight.
The people say they'll be there.
Okay, I'm about to go be messy.
Yeah, all right. But listen, y'all. Y'all know when me and Schoolboy get together, we have a key and we have a time. We have a time. So first of all, again, I would just want to say to everybody, thank you for tuning in to my recap for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but you know, there's a lot to unpack, a lot to break down and stuff like that. Um, but if you guys could do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to all of the content creators who was here. Schoolboy JB says what, and I really think that's no somebody else I felt like was in here. I can't remember. Charge it to my mind and charge it to my mind, and that I'm hungry. Okay. So I got to go finish my food. All right. Show some love to the channel, y'all. Cash app $ Chef Don 2 or via Venmo. We are on the road to 8K subscribers, honey. We are almost there. We are almost there. All right. We are now at 7,984 subscribers, and I am here for it. So we're about what 14, 15, 15, 16, 16 away from 8K. So that'll be this week. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it this week. This week we will hit our 8K. All right. But with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here again. Hit that like button. It is free. Enjoy y'all stuff down to the cookout. Okay. Enjoy y'all stuff down to the cookout. Don't get too drunk. Don't get too lit because you still gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm gonna be good tonight. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. We're talking about Schoolboy. Schoolboy is not gonna be good tonight, y'all. If y'all believe that, y'all also believe that Sheree done paid that designer. Bye.